for Grantsville. Wearing number 5, Brady Arbon. Wearing number 10, Coy Johnson, a senior. Both of them are seniors now. Kevin Roberts wearing number 21, a senior. And Ryan Potter, number 23, a senior. And number 32, Jackson Sandberg, a sophomore. And the head coach of the Grantsville Cowboys, Brian Detweiler, and Brandon Pearson is helping, assisting. Now for Union, wearing number 2, a senior, Jonathan Parker. A junior wearing number 10, Reed Price. A junior wearing number 23, Chase Burchell. And a senior wearing number 31, Ty Gilman. And a senior wearing number 40, Caden Owen. And the head coach of the Union Cougars, Gordon Garrett. And Union out of Roosevelt. And I asked somebody today, where did Union get its name? Because it's not the county. So I asked somebody from Union that question. You know what they told me?
What they say?
It's right on the county line, and they did a union with several of the communities, and that's why it got its name Union.
Great name, great school. Excited next year. They're going to have a brand new football stadium next year. And we're going to play them at their place for the first game of the year. Should be a lot of fun.
Of course, Les Hamilton here joining me. Athletic director, head football coach of Summit. Outstanding team last year. And then we're underway here. Union with the basketball.
Grantsville, man-to-man.
And it's Parker on the right arch, way behind the arch. Gives it into Price. Price shot is blocked, but brought down by Gilman. Again, both these teams very, very similar. And a shot is up and in.
Brady Arbin there with the block early on. He's tough inside.
And that shot by Jonathan Parker. And now a pass is deflected, and Union comes up with a steal. Quickly, Parker underneath, and the shot goes out of bounds. It'll be in for the Cougars. Right underneath their own basket.
Quick hands by Coy Johnson there, knocking that off out of bounds.
Parker gets it in the left corner. Top of the arch to Burchill. Burchill drives in as he passes. The ball's deflected. I think we're going to have a foul. It'll be on Union. Now go against, I believe, Ty Gilman. Watch on our replay here.
Pretty physical early on.
Yeah, as he fell underneath him.
Grantsville coming out of Region 13. They were the 4th seed, but they were right in every game. It was a tough conference this year. All 4 teams had a shot at winning the conference.
Pass is deflected out of bounds by Caden Owen of Union. So it'll be inbounds for Grantsville. 2-0 here early. Favor of Union, and Union comes up with a steal. Grantsville's yet to get a shot off, Les.
They're just turning it over, not being careful with the ball.
And now a foul, and we'll have to see if they rule that a shooting foul.
Looked like it was still on the ground, but playoff basketball, team with fewest turnovers usually wins.
And that foul will go against Jackson Sandberg. And at the foul line shooting 2 is Ty Gilman. Gilman's rainbow archer, a little short off the rim.
Looks like Grantsville's just a little uptight early on, not making sure passes.
Yeah, and things like that, you know, you lose, you know you're done. And second one is no good. And a rebound going hard for it is Coy Johnson of Grantsville. Johnson crosses into forecourt, goes to the foul line to Arbon. Over on the right side is deflected out of bounds. Grantsville, I don't believe they've gotten a shot at the rim yet, and we're down to 6:40 here in the first period. Grantsville gets it inbounds. Shot on the left side is up and no good by Potter. The rebound down to the Cougars.
Union do a good job blocking out there. Union's got a little bit of a height advantage against Grantsville.
Now from the foul line, shot is short by Owen. The ball's on the court, a scramble for it, and there'll be a jump ball. The difference between boys and girls, they wait for them to call the jump ball, and boys, they never stop until they blow it. They're always grabbing.
They're grabbing and trying to rip that ball out of each other's hands.
And the possession arrow does go to Grantsville. Cowboys with it in the backcourt, facing full court pressure. They do cross into forecourt to Arbonne. Brady with it on the left arch.
Brady Arbonne's been their top scorer most of the year, and he's tough inside.
Oh, what a great pass there from Sandberg and put in by Arberg. And we're tied for the first time in this game at 2. Three-point shot on the left side. It's no good. And going hard for the rebound is Kevin Roberts of Grantsville.
Both teams doing a real good job of blocking out on missed shots. It looks like both teams are a little tight, missing a lot of shots early.
Three-point shot on the left side's good by Potter. Ryan Potter, and now Grantsville with their first lead at 5-2. They've scored 5 unanswered points.
Grantsville switched up, gone to a 2-3 zone, created a couple turnovers.
Now the shot's up and good by Potter again. 5 points. Potter scored 5 straight points, and the lead is 5. Just shows you how quick it can change there, Les. Shot's up. No good. Bounces go out of bounds.
Again, Grantsville doing a good job blocking out. Even though Union's got bigger kids, they're really blocking out.
And it looked like that was obvious into Grantsville. Oh, and he stepped in. Oh, and the official saw it. He went to pass it, stepped in, and then threw the ball in. But I always smile because it looked obvious that it was going to be in for Grantsville, and the Union player signaling the other way, and you're saying it looks fairly obvious.
Oh, yeah. Again, early game jitters going on.
Union out of bounds play, and is there, and a block there by Sandberg. The stopper comes over and swats it.
Boy, he got up for that one, didn't he?
Grantsville with an early lead here. Now Arbonne along the baseline, just a nifty jackknife move. He has 4 points. It's a 7-point lead, 9 unanswered by Grantsville, and Union will quickly take timeout.
I know the coaching staff at Grantsville is worried about Brady Arbonne coming into the game. He's got a little bit of a banged up knee, but it doesn't look like he's having too hard of a time.
Oh, that was a pretty move. Hard drive on the baseline, planted a little jackknife move, and you can see on a replay. And there it is, just hangs and banks it in nicely off the glass. And it took Union Grantsville almost 2 minutes to get a shot, but since then, the floodgates have opened. They've scored 9 unanswered.
Yeah, they've created some turnovers, and they've done a great job of blocking out against a Union team that's a lot longer than they are. They're doing a good job.
Well, we were tied at 2 after Union scored the first basket of the game, and now Grantsville on a 9-0 run. Union does have the basketball here. And Union the higher seed, a number 2 seed. Again, both teams with very similar records, though.
Grantsville's gone back to a man-to-man defense.
Trying to change it up, and now it's deflected out of bounds by Grantsville. And Grantsville has a new player into the ball game.
Is that Kevin Roberts?
No, number 12, Dylan.
Number 12.
Dylan,
is it Defa?
Yes. Dylan Defa. Now, Defa, we'll call it. Now, shot is on off the rim and chased down by Grantsville.
Chase Burchell on that shot, just a little short. Union playing zone defense.
Now dribble drive by Roberts on the left baseline. It's thrown away. Parker will go down. His shot's up, and he's fouled. As Dylan didn't want to let him get the shot up. And, you know, sometimes that's not a bad foul here.
No, you don't want to give him an easy one, but you also don't want to have a breakaway foul. So did a good job reaching in, but they got him with hands in the cookie jar.
Yeah. And Parker with the only 2 Union points. Foul shot crawls over the rim, it's in. So Union ends a 9-0 run by Grantsville with the foul shot made by Parker. And they're now 1 out of 3, 2 out of 4 from the foul line. All 4 of Union's points have come from Jonathan Parker.
A little full court press here, zone press.
3-on-2 break.
Grantsville.
Quickly down through the lane. It's up and no good by Roberts, but they're going to call a charge on Roberts.
Grantsville did a great job of breaking the press, but then got a little bit out of control.
Look at it here.
Should have stopped at the free throw line there and
planted
dished.
there. Nice job on a replay there.
Number 1 rule on a 3-on-2 is to stop at the free throw line.
You speaking like a coach, Les.
Yes, I am.
Now, shot on the right side of the lane is blocked there by Johnson. As well, the shot was by Price, and it was Roberts with the block. And it'll be in for Union. 3-point shot, left side by Owens, up and good. And now Union comes back with 5 unanswered points. They've cut into that 7-point lead. It's down to 2. And the shot's good on the left side by Sandberg. Third different Cowboy to score now in this game.
Yeah, sophomore did a great job going up and protecting the ball and got it off with the left hand.
Down the barrel, it's up and good by Owen. He now has 2 3-pointers, and it's a 1-point lead for Grantsville. And now traveling. And just when it appeared that Union had control early in this game, then Grantsville just seemed to dominate, built the lead 9-2, and now Union has come roaring back.
2 big mistakes by Grantsville. They've been able to break the press, the full court press by Union, but they're not stopping at the free throw line. They've had a charge and now a turnover.
Now press, it's a 1-2-2 3-quarter court trap, and the shot is up, no good. But foul shots will come to Ty Gilman.
Looks like Brady Arbin with the foul.
And at the foul line is Ty Gilman. He's already shot 2 foul shots. And he's 0 for 3 now at the foul line. Union 3 for 5. And a new player for Grantsville, 11 and 3 for Union.
Isaac Writing coming into the game.
Gage Roberts for Union. And second one is up and no good. So Gilman's shot did everything but go in.
Looks like we got Ammon Bartley in for Pleasant Grove first time tonight.
So on the right side, underneath, Arbon puts it up and in at 6 points here in the first quarter.
Great job attacking the zone there. They got a high-low post. Got it into the high post. He dished it to the low post for a layup. That's the way you beat a zone defense.
Les Hamilton, Rick Robinson. Hope you're enjoying this tonight on Centricom live stream. ETV 10 TV. Shot on the right side's up and no good, but rebound underneath by Gilman, and Gilman will get more foul shots. And the odds are going to catch up with him. He's 0 for 4 at the foul line. I would guess I'd be way shocked if he missed both of them again, because it's done everything but go in for him.
Yeah, even a broken clock's right twice a day.
Even a broken clock, huh? And the foul shot's up and good. He just has good form. When players have good form, sometimes it gets in your head a little bit. And that's the first points by Ty Gilman.
Sophomore with the foul there, Ammon Bartley.
And second one is no good. There's a rebound down to Grantsville. We're now Grantsville up 13-11 with the ball here. And it's Arbon on the right side. It's good for 3. Arbon with 9 points in the first period.
Last time they went high-low post, got it into the high post, and he dumped it for a layup. This time Arbin went out to the wing, drains the 3.
Almost got a steal there. Cougars with it along the baseline. The runner's up and good there by Gage Roberts.
Last time down the court, Gage Roberts shot a 3. This time he head faked and got a layup.
Now, Dillon's going to get a foul as Union stole the ball and he knocked him down. Well, let's see, maybe it wasn't him. Let's see who the foul's on. DeFay. It was on DeFay.
We got lots of substitutions coming into the game.
Yep, we'll keep up on them as we go here. Out of bounds play in along the baseline. The shot is up and it just wouldn't go there, as that was Union's Nathan Foote. And Grantsville with the ball and a 3-point lead. The ball's on the court, but picked up by Potter. Over to Les Arch to Roberts on the right side, and there'll be a reach-in foul called on Union.
Union's getting a little wise to that high post entry. taken that away, forced cross court, and almost got the steal.
And we don't have a 12 on our roster, so we apologize for that for Union. So we'll try and pick that up, but we don't have it right now. Now, bounce pass through the lane. Over on the right side, shots up, and no good by Potter. The rebound comes down to the Cougars. 3-point shot on the left side's up, and rebounded by Union. Foot comes up with it, trying to pass it. He does get it out to Parker. Jonathan will back it out. Underneath, left-handed shot is blocked, but a foul on Kevin Roberts.
Nice job of moving the ball around, getting it into one of their bigs. Caden Owen fouled on the shot.
And Owen with 2 3-pointers. And Weston Walker, want to thank, as number 12 for Union, want to thank Brad James. Brad getting us that information. As Owen makes the foul shot, he now has 7 points. And we'll have to give you the Twitter account to follow for Brad James. He keeps track of all high school events, and you can follow him on Twitter, and we'll get you that. If you want to keep up with high school basketball. Second foul shot's no good.
Cody Johnson just checking back into the game at point guard. Union still playing that 2-3 zone.
And still a 2-point lead for the Cowboys with 29 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Very entertaining 3A state tournament first round. Winner of this will take on Grand next Thursday at Dixie College. And Grantsville just running out the clock. It's Ryan Potter with it. Top of the arch. Seeing a little pressure, pass is deflected, brought up by Union. It's Foot with it, and down on Grant, and Union won't get the shot up. 1 quarter's in the books. It's 16-14 in favor of Grantsville. We'll be back.
You remember your family, right? Those cute little zombies that are always stuck to their screens? Well, with router limits, you can manage screen time, filter web content, and track the browsing history of all your kids. All you have to do is plug this little guy into your router. Seriously, that's it. Router limit starts with screen time. You can set a schedule for each family member, what they can do online, and when they can do it. You can filter content by category or even by specific website. Sure, you've got great kids, but sooner or later, they're going to come in contact with something that's not so great. Router Limits lets you see what they see so that you can have those important conversations before the internet has them for you. Router Limits helps my family disconnect from devices and reconnect with each other.
Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Okay, welcome back here. And I told you I was going to give you a couple of Twitter accounts to follow. And Centricom is on Twitter at Central Utah TV. So you can follow Twitter, and they give all sorts of tweets during the game. It's just way nice to follow. That's Central Utah TV. And then Brad James, who does all the stats during the game, he tweets all the time. It is Brad, B-R-A-D, Father Speak. Brad Father Speak. So 2 great Twitter accounts to follow, and I follow both of them. They do a great job. Underway here the second period. Grantsville with a 2-point lead in the ball. And pass underneath is taken away by the Cougars. So Union with the basketball here. Top of the arch, the shot is up and no good by Birchill. But the rebound back down to Union. And taken away by Ammon Bartley. Bartley goes down, he's fouled. He'll go to the foul line to shoot for Grantsville. And the Cowboys retain the 2-point lead. If you just joined us, it was 2-0 Union. We were nearly 2 minutes deep. Grantsville did not have a shot even at the basket. They went on a 9-0 run, and they have not trailed since then. They built the lead to 9 points, and then Union's been able to cut it back within 2. Right now it's a 3-point lead as Ammon Bartley makes the first foul shot and the second. So he has 2 points. He becomes the 4th different Cowboy to score in this game. Union with the ball, facing a 1-2-2, about 3/4 court pressure, and they are able to break it. The Cougars with the ball. On the right arch is Owen. They'll take it back out to Jonathan Parker, who has 4 points for Union. Dribbles the foul line, plants the shots up and good. Jonathan Parker with 6 points. Now full court pressure being put on by Union, and the Cowboys in the backcourt, and I believe we're going to have timeout. And it is timeout Grantsville, as Coach Detweiler wanted timeout and didn't like what his team was doing. And we'll get a little replay here. And that was Bartley with the pressure there. Again, running our camera tonight, Mika Iverson. Want to thank him. It just takes a lot of people to put this production on. Nate Palmer, of course, Centercom is sponsoring this tonight. That's who's bringing this, along with ETV Channel 10. And you can go to those websites and pick up live stream almost all the tournament games. And now Grantsville facing no pressure and still retaining the 2-point lead. 6:51 to go in the first half. In what's been an entertaining opening round of the 3A basketball, 2 overtimes. Shot on the left side is up, no good by Ryan Potter, but rebounded by Grantsville. The shot is up by Johnson. His shot's no good. And now Union on a rush down court. It's Nathan Foote, and they'll be traveling called on the Cougars. Grantsville will bring back into the ball game Kevin Roberts. And Grantsville able to break the press, goes down, the layup's up and good by Jackson Sandberg. He now has 4 points. Handoff near the backcourt, and it was touched by Grantsville. That's why that was not backcourt. The official signaled it was deflected. Parker, floater through the lane is short and brought down by Grantsville. Cowboys quickly into forecourt. Spins, goes out on the left side, and we'll have traveling called on Grantsville. Cougars facing a little 3/4 court trap. They're able to break it. I haven't seen where there's been much pressure. Now pass underneath. Shot is no good by Owen. Gets the rebound, but no good, and it's brought down by Sandberg. Sophomores had a nice first half here for Grantsville. Bartley on the right side. Shot is up underneath. And that was Sandberg. And Sandberg will go to the foul line to shoot 2, as that foul was on Caden Owen. And banked in there, as Sandberg now has 5 points. That's the 3rd foul shot for Grantsville. They're 3 for 3. And 4 for 10 from the foul line is Union. And that's really why Union's behind, is they're only 4 for 10 from the foul line, as the second foul shot's no good. And the Cougars will bring it in here, down by 5. It's 21-16. On the right baseline. Gilman's up and taken away by Grantsville. Quickly into forecourt comes Roberts. Roberts' shot is up, and it counts, and he's fouled. Roberts gets his first points of the ball game. Becomes the 5th different Cowboy to score, and Union immediately will bring in a couple new players. And that's Roberts and Walker, who have already played, Weston Walker. And at the foul line trying to make a three-point play is Kevin Robertson. He does. And the difference in this game clearly is at the foul line, because Grantsville is 4 out of 5 from the foul line, where Union 4 out of 10. Spin move on the baseline, and there's a foul. We'll see if Union can cut into that cold shooting from the foul line, as Sandberg picks up, I believe, that's his first foul. And Gilman at the foul line with 1 point. The foul shot's up and no good. He's 1 out of 7 from the foul line. He's been close on several of them. Sometimes it just gets in your head. And second one is no good again. So 1 out of 8, 4 out of 12 from the foul line are the Union Cougars. Clearly the difference of this game. 24-16, Grantsville with the lead here. And now takeaway by the Cougars. 3-on-1 break. Underneath, the shot's up and good by Jonathan Parker, and it counts. Parker now with 8 points. And that foul goes against Almond Bartley. That's his second. And coming back into the ballgame for Grantsville, Ryan Potter. And at the foul line trying to make a three-point play here is Jonathan Parker. And it's good. So he does complete the three-point play, has 9 points. And Grantsville will throw the ball away. Nice defense and hustle there by the Cougars' Ty Gilman. And now there'll be an offensive foul called on Jonathan Parker.
Pretty obvious push off there with the left arm.
Yeah. And Les Hamilton here. You do a lot of things at this tournament. I know you've been in charge of several things. What are your duties here?
Well, yesterday I was just in charge of the gate, coming in, making sure we had money in the money boxes. Today I'm supervising, making sure we've got teams going to the right locker rooms. Obviously we've got 16 teams and 4 locker rooms, trying to keep that done. And so it's been a good tournament. It's been a lot of fun.
A lot of people here, a lot of interest in this. Shots up, no good there. And the rebound down to Union. Parker with it. Right side of the foul line. Shots up and good. And Parker with 11 points. He has kept Union in this game. Union just 4 out of 12 at the foul line. If they'd made foul shots, they would be ahead here. On the right side, in and out. Tough luck shot is no good there by Isaac Riding.
Ball knocked out of bounds, stays with the Cowboys. Grantsville's doing a good job of breaking the press. They're having a hard time finishing, though.
You know, the press, sometimes you don't lose a ball, but you rush your offense after you break it.
Yeah, they're not getting into much of an offense off that press break.
2-3 zone defense here. On the right side of the foul line, Riding couldn't quite get it, but it's saved by the Cowboys. Now to Arbon. Brady shots up and good! His second three-pointer. 12 points in the ball game for Grantsville's Brady Arbon. Now back the other way, and a blocking foul. And let's look at the replay on that.
Tough to see if his feet are moving.
I'll tell you what, it's the hardest call to make in basketball. And these teams really drive hard to the basket.
Yeah,
so they put a lot of pressure on officials.
Ty Gilman did a good job of sliding to the side, only getting part contact, so they gave it to the defender.
Riding gets the foul, and a foul shot's up and good by Ty Gilman, as he was 1 for 8 before that. Now he's 2 out of 9, and Grantsville's 5 out of 13.
Well, it also pushes Grantsville into the double bonus, so now any fouls are going to be 2 shots.
He misses a second, so 5 out of 14, and Ty Gilman 2 out of 10. And it's been a place he's kind of struggled tonight. They've been close, but just not able to go in. Now shot on the left side, ricochets off the glass by Deepa.
Knocked out of bounds by the Cowboys, so Union gets another crack at it.
And Caden Owen will come in for Union. 27-22. Grantsville with the lead. Only had one lead change. That was 5-2. It was on Grantsville's 9-0 run. They have never trailed since then. Turnaround shots up and goes out of bounds. No, it's saved in. The ball's on the court. Scramble for it. And like I said,
looks like rugby.
You know, girls will just sit there and wait for him to call, but guys won't. They go after it until the whistle, and the ref comes over and blows it dead.
It looked like a good scrum there.
So have you ever played a little rugby?
In college, played a little bit.
I kind of figured you had, the way you mentioned that. And where did you play your rugby?
Down at Snow College. We used to get out and run around a little bit. Lots of Polynesians down there, so we'd play a little rugby on the weekends.
Snow, a terrific institution. I happen to be on the trustees for Snow. Shot on the right side's up and good by Nathan Foote. A three-point shot. Back the other way, it's up and good there by Amon Bartley.
Yeah, Amon Bartley, good-looking sophomore. Fast, athletic, long. Nice shot.
He's played nice, too, in this game. Has 4 points. Only points off the bench for Grantsville. Now three-point shot is up and no good. And Bartley there with the rebound for this Cowboy team. They retain a 4-point lead with 2:09 to go here in the first half. Three-point shot on the left side's up and good. A frozen rope by Kevin Roberts. He now has 6 points.
Not much arch on that shot, but I guess when it's that straight, you don't need it.
It went right in the hoop, and it doesn't matter how it looks as a takeaway by the Cowboys. Now down, Arbon's ahead of everybody. He lays it in. And I believe, who threw that down?
I'm not sure, but everybody stood there kind of waiting to see if the ball went out of bounds or not.
I thought it was Roberts, but I'm going to miss who given the right credit.
I thought it was Roberts too, so we'll just say it was.
Now deflected. And the lead up to 9, equaling the large lead by Grantsville. Three-point shot on the right side, short off the rim. And the rebound comes down to Brady Arbon of Grantsville. Look at, you got to smile at Coach Detweiler. He was out on the court just pointing away. And you can't tell me these coaches aren't into these games.
This is a big deal. Chance for their season to keep going or go home tonight and you're done.
And you've spent all this time, all the summer camps, all the prep work, and it comes down to, you know, pretty even teams.
Pretty even. Everybody wants that ticket to St. George next week.
And now almost thrown away by Grantsville with 41 seconds to go. They'll get it back to Arbon. Brady with it. Will back it out near half court. Union putting a lot of pressure out there, but it's not
They're still sitting in the
pressure.
2-3 zone. They're just trying to make sure they get a 5 count on the ball.
Dribble drive. Down left baseline, underneath. Give to Bartley, and Bartley with 6 points.
I think that was Ryan Potter with a nice dish.
And the lead is a game-high 11. Now, left-handed scoop shot's no good by Parker. And that ends the first half, and Grantsville appeared to be well on their way. Union came back, cut it to 2, could never tie it, and now Grantsville on a little run to end the first half. They have an 11-point lead, 36-25.
At Emory Telecom, we work hard to give our community the best value in TV, internet, and phone. But the big network conglomerates we have to pay for TV content don't share our community values. They rig the game in Washington and monopolize the market. Every year, they demand higher and higher fees and force us to pay for channels few people watch. We hope you'll understand. We're doing our best to fight these fees and keep your rates low.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centricom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. with the fastest small business internet speeds available today. The reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
And Les Hamilton, Rick Robinson here at Wasatch High School. Final game of the day, the 3A play-in games, and trying to qualify for Dixie College next week. And I got Les Hamilton here. Les, do you want to go through some stats first and then talk about earlier games?
Yeah, starting out with the Grantsville Cowboys, really they go as Brady Arbin goes, and for right now he's on fire. He's 6 for 6 on the game. He's got 14 total points and leading the way for those guys. Also shooting the ball pretty well. Kevin Roberts 2 for 2, and he's got 6 points. So far what I've seen from them, they're doing a great job breaking the press, and they're getting some easy shots off of it. For Union High School, right now they've got leading points is Jonathan Parker. He's 4 of 8, 50%, and he's got 11 points in the game. Also, Caden Owens, number 40, he's only 2 of 6, but he's helping them out with 7 points. Union's doing a good job of rebounding, but they've got to start getting some more second shots on the offensive glass.
It's the foul line that's the difference in this game, though, in my opinion.
Sure. What are we sitting at, Union, right now? 5 of 14.
5 of 14.
5 of 14. And, you know, in the playoffs, games come down to rebounds and getting your freebies at the free throw line.
Why don't you tell our viewers about the earlier games today?
It's been an exciting day of basketball here at Wasatch High School. The 3A Interregional Playoffs started this morning at bright and early at 8:20 a.m. Number 1 seed South Sevier took on American Leadership Academy. It was actually tied at halftime, but South Sevier, the number 1 seed, pulled away, winning 71-52. In the second game, we had Summit Academy, a number 2 seed, taking on Juab, a number 4 seed. This was a back-and-forth game the whole game. Ended up in overtime with Juab upsetting the number 2 seed, Summit Academy. They'll take on South Sevier down at Dixie State.
I'm not so sure Summit's not the most athletic team in the tournament. Maybe not purest in basketball, but they had athletic bodies.
Definitely athletic. They're long. They get up and down the court. Didn't shoot the ball well today. 1 for 15 from three-point land. Usually shoot it a little bit better than that. And, you know, there's so much parity right now in 3A that if you don't shoot well, you're going home.
And you're spot on when you say that. The parity is evident to me today.
Well, they're all well coached. Every team I've watched today, they've got good athletes. They're well coached, and that's why we've seen a couple upsets today. It's the 11 o'clock game. We had South Summit, again, in a tight game. South Summit, a 2 seed, taking on Emory, a number 4 seed. South Summit pulled away late in that game to win 80-74. The next game we had Delta and San Juan, probably the least competitive game of the day. Delta being a number 1 seed, San Juan being a number 6.
And San Juan struggled in the first half shooting. Did shoot much better in the second half. It's just they were 20 points behind. And they got within under 10, but they couldn't get any closer.
Yeah, and Delta's got that really good inside-out game. They've got that big 6'4", 250-pound plus kid inside. He's long, and they shot the ball pretty well on the outside. In the afternoon, we had a number 1 seed Morgan taking on a number 6 seed Richfield. Richfield's got a lot of pride. They've been really good for a long time, and they came in here with a young team and gave Morgan everything they wanted, but Morgan stayed on top 48-43.
Richfield was shooting to tie the game under a minute, down by 3 points, missed 2 3-pointers. Richfield did not play a senior today.
And boy, they looked really good. They've got a couple nice long bigs, and the Hafen kid, he's a great athlete around the perimeter.
But credit Morgan. I'll tell you what, that's a good Morgan team.
Morgan, they don't make many mistakes. They don't turn the ball over, and they shoot the ball well. They play great defense. They're tough to beat in the tournament. Next game we had number 2 seed Providence Hall taking on a number 3 seed Manti. This one was a great game all the way top to bottom. Goes into overtime. Manti gives a dish with zeros on the clock. The ball goes up, sits on the edge of the rim,
and it
falls
was
in.
Nielsen passed the ball, and one of the other Manti Templars made the winning shot.
Yeah, everybody thought Nielsen was going to take that shot, and he ended up dishing it, and that ball probably sat on that rim forever, it seemed like. Finally fell in. Kids from Manti going on to the next round. Last game, just before we played, we had Grand County taking on Carbon again. This one was back and forth pretty good early, but Grand showed a little bit better team top to bottom, pulled away, 13-point win for Grand, 69-56.
And so that sets up South Sevier Juab next week, South Summit, Delta, Morgan, Manti, and Grand will take on the winner of this game. And I do have some information for you on the NBA All-Star dunk contest. Who do you think won it tonight?
I hope it was Mitchell.
It was.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah.
Go Jazz. Donovan Mitchell, boy, he's one of the best rookies I've seen in a long time.
Jazz rookie Donovan Mitchell wins the NBA Slam Dunk Contest.
Good for him, bringing it home to the Utah Jazz. They're an exciting team to watch this year.
Yeah, it is fun.
11 wins in a row right now going into the All-Star break. If they can keep that up, push them up in the playoff standings.
Well, we'll take another break here at halftime with Grantsville leading Union. We'll be back.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
With internet service from Centricom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centricom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centricom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
You remember your family, right? Those cute little zombies that are always stuck to their screens? Well, with router limits, you can manage screen time, filter web content, and track the browsing history of all your kids. All you have to do is plug this little guy into your router. Seriously, that's it. Router limit starts with screen time. You can set a schedule for each family member, what they can do online, and when they can do it. You can filter content by category or even by specific website. Sure, you've got great kids, but sooner or later, they're going to come in contact with something that's not so great. Router Limits lets you see what they see so that you can have those important conversations before the internet has them for you. Router Limits helps my family disconnect from devices and reconnect with each other.
Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
All right, here we go. We're starting second half.
Okay.
Too busy watching Donovan Mitchell win the slam dunk contest.
Yeah. We're underway here, and it'll be Grantsville with the ball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Centricom, also by ETV Channel 10, as it's taken away by Union. And I do have my internet service with Centricom, and it's just terrific internet service. I can't say enough good things about Centricom.
Wish they had it in Pleasant Grove, because we can't get good internet.
Shot is up and no good there by Jonathan Parker. He has 11 points for Union. And it's really crucial here for Union to score, not fall further behind here. Knocked out of bounds. Of course, if you're Grantsville, boy, if you put a little run here together, you'll be in good shape here.
Yeah, they could have a chance to put away if they play well. Shooting three-point baskets, 66% in the first half. That's pretty good.
Now taken away by Parker. Parker goes down, reverses, left-handed shot, no good, and Almond's there for the rebound. Bartley doing a nice job.
Ammon Bartley, good-looking sophomore, huh?
Oh, yes. Very, very athletic. Did not start, but has come in and had a very nice game. Has 6 points off the bench. The only points off the bench now, Parker with a second steal in a row. Goes up the shot. Oh, and it's no good.
A lot of contact there, but decided it wasn't enough.
Yep, the Arbonne was bumping him just a little. Now Grantsville's going to take timeout.
They look a little sluggish coming out. Union came out again, same 2-3 zone, but they've had turnover after turnover.
Neither team has scored here in the second half. And if you're Grantsville, that's okay because you're up 36-25.
Yeah, and Union, but they missed two easy layups.
And again, if you want to follow on Twitter, you can go to Central Utah TV. It's just a great place to follow Twitter. You can get Centricom, local sports. Also, Brad Father Speak. And I know it's just as it sounds, Brad and Father and Speak. And you follow Brad James. He's fascinating to follow on Twitter. Gives you all sorts of updates on high school, pro, college. There's no one that follows the internet more than him.
I'll tell you, I'm going to have to put him on my Twitter feed.
And we want to thank our helpers tonight. Mika Iverson is overrunning our camera work. Micah, I said Mika, but it's Micah.
Union still in that 2-3 zone. They've been in it all game. 2-3 zone, and then they go into that full court press off a made basket.
And look how high up that 2-3 zone. It's up near the middle of the lane. Now Grantsville over on the right arch. 3-point shot by Roberts is no good. A fight for the rebound, and it's out of bounds. But credit Ammon Bartley with helping save that. He just has done some nice things here for the sophomore.
He's really solid. He does all the dirty work. Good rebound, good defense, and then gets up and down the court. Boy, twice he stepped in there.
Now,
Jonathan Barker.
Parker, it's a third time here in the second half. Misses the shot. That's the thing that's happened. None of the 3 times has he scored, as neither team has scored here in the second half.
Sadly for Union, is a carryover from the first half, only shooting 33% from the field.
Now there'll be a foul underneath. I think we'll have foul shots for Grantsville. And we'll watch this as Kevin Roberts, who had 6 points, all 6 of his points came in the second period in the first half. And a foul will go against Ty Gilman. That'll be his third. And foul shots up and good. It ends a scoring drought at over 2 minutes and 8 seconds for both teams. And Roberts now with 8 points, and Grantsville 5 out of 6 from the foul line. And 6 out of 7. And Grantsville will bring a new player in the game. Coy Johnson re-enters. Union, who came in for Union, was it? We'll have to pick him up here.
Is it 23?
I think it was
Chase
Nathan
Burchell?
Foot. Well, could have been. I think it was Foot that came in. Union with the ball.
Grantsville playing man-to-man.
Gets underneath, spins, shots up and blocked there. Gilman shot, and Gilman will go to the foul line to shoot 2, but I don't know that he wants to go to the foul line. He was
not right now.
2 for 10 in the first half. And right now that basket seems tiny to him. See if he can turn it around here in the second half.
No, it looks.
And it's no good. Has 2 points, both of them foul shots. He's now 2 out of 11 at the foul line. Done a great job in the middle, drawn fouls. Second foul shot's up, and that one did everything but go in. So 2 out of 12, and the rebound down to Grantsville. Grantsville up by 13. It's their large lead of the game, and now there'll be an offensive foul called on Ammon Bartley, and that'll be his 3rd foul.
Sophomore was feeling pretty good, decided to test his luck inside.
Honestly, I don't mind the move. It's an aggressive move, and most of the time it's going to go your favor.
Really similar to an earlier play where they called a block. It's a tough one for the officials.
In fact, I think basketball has become very hard to officiate because players are always driving, putting pressure on a charge or a block.
We don't have the benefit like they have in pros and college of having the line underneath.
Now, shot along the baseline is no good, but Coy Johnson picks up a foul. And going to the foul line will be Chase Burchill. Burchill has not scored yet in this ball game. And his foul shot's up and good. Gets his first point. Becomes the 6th different Cougar to score in this ball game.
Looks like Dylan Defa checking into the game for Ammon Bartley.
And foul shot's up and no good. And the rebound down to Grantsville.
Jackson Sandberg.
Yeah, Sandberg brought it down. Grantsville up by 12 with the ball here. They'll swing it around the arch. On the left side. Now underneath, a nice move by Jackson Sandberg. He banks it in. 7 points for Sandberg.
Another good-looking sophomore for Grantsville. They're young and they're real athletic.
14-point lead is the largest of the game now. And underneath, the shot is up and good. Put in by Reed Price, the 8th different Cougar to score in this game.
Nice pick and roll there at the top of the key.
Spin move is up and good by Brady Arbon. 16 points for Brady.
Yeah, that sore knee looks pretty good.
He's had a nice game with 16 points. And now it's going to be taken away, or is it? It's going to go out of bounds. He'll be off of Grantsville.
Nice steal by Sandberg, then ended up dribbling it off his foot out of bounds.
And he knew it was off his foot. You could just see the expression on his face. He's waiting to see what the official was going to signal. And officials, if you just wait, sometimes the players will tell you.
Oh, yeah, he knew right away.
Now underneath, shot, no, a pass. Goes top of the arch. A shot by Walker is no good. And the rebound down to the Cowboys. Underneath the Arbon, the left-handed shot is good. 18 points, and now the lead is up to 16. The large lead of the game. And Union will take a timeout to see if they can build back a little momentum here.
Grantsville's zone offense, best zone offense I've seen today. They do a great job of getting it into the high post, and then they're looking to either dish it out for a three or getting Arbon on a cut.
You know, I agree with you. Against a zone, it's the best we've seen all day. And not everybody played a zone today. Certainly when you face Richfield, you're never going to see a zone. When you face Emory, that's all you're going to see is a 2-3 zone. So there's certain schools that's just what they do. These schools have mixed it up a little bit.
Yeah. We've got a good balance here. We've got Union sitting in that zone, Grantsville playing man-to-man, and both teams are getting some decent looks at the basket.
Well, 3:19 to go here in the third quarter, and Grantsville has just really taken control of this ball game after leading by what they were up halftime. I believe it. I didn't write that number down.
36-25.
Okay, they were up by 11 at halftime. I appreciate that. That was because of Brad James. And now Union will inbound it here. Again, this is a Union team that took second place, tied. I think there was a three-way tie with Union. I got the standings here. with Delta. No, Union was second. Delta won the region.
Tied with Providence
Hall. And now a foul going to the foul line. And Providence Hall, I was impressed with them today. I thought they had a nice game. Lost a heartbreaker to Manti.
Providence Hall had the ball with a chance to win the game and threw it away. Gave Manti another shot at it.
And the foul line up, but good by Jonathan Parker. First points of the second half. He now has 12 points. And second one is also good.
Good looking free throw.
And he's 5 for 5 from the foul line. He's not someone that you'd want to foul at the end of a game.
He's the one trying to make that percentage somewhat respectable.
Now underneath, turnaround shot is up and good by Brady Arbon. And Brady now with 20 points.
Boy, he's tough inside. He just backs his way down, spins, shoots, bucket.
Parker's shot's not there. It goes out of bounds off Grantsville.
Brady Arbon's the youngest brother of one of my former players out of Grantsville back in 2003. He's the youngest of the Arbon boys.
Les Hamilton, in my opinion, one of the best coaches in all the state of Utah. I know Summit's happy to have you there. And it's in the backcourt.
Happy to be at Summit, but I've been at some great schools throughout my career.
I happen to officiate a little high school football, and I just think you're a terrific coach. The way you talk to your players. As I've said several times, I'd have my son play for you any day.
Well, I've had some great players to coach, there's no doubt, and in some great schools and towns.
Of course, Les Hamilton here with me, Rick Robinson. Hope you're enjoying this one. Shots up by Arbon, and it's no good, a blocking foul. I wasn't sure if they would call a charge, because sometimes we don't see it. Let's look on the replay here, Les.
A lot of movement. Oh, boy.
And, you know, it looked like a pretty good charge. Again, those are hard. Almost today, almost all of them have gone against the guy there, though.
Well, then it's a double whammy. Not only did he get in position, but then they called a foul on him, and he got landed on.
Well, the officiating, honestly, has been really good today.
They've done a great job.
And they have not been a factor, in my opinion, in any of the games. And as you and I have talked, it's just a huge pressure to try and determine whether it is or isn't.
He's still feeling the effects of that one over on the bench, just checked out of the game.
As Arbon now with 22 points, just a terrific game. He has 22 of Grantsville's 48 points. Back the other way, shot is blocked. And now a foul.
Brady Arbon again.
And I believe it's on Reed Price. Price. I have to look at it here. It is on Reed Price. And now it looked like a violation, or they called a foul on Grantsville. And I think that's Jackson Sandberg.
Ryan Potter.
Okay. 23, yeah.
Third personal for him.
So a couple quick fouls now. Thrown in the backcourt for Union. You can do that. Makes no difference. As long as you didn't have possession in the forecourt. Now traveling is called on Union. I tell you what, Union, the momentum shifted, and there's about 2.5 minutes to start the third quarter where neither team sees control of the momentum. And when Grantsville did, they have not looked back since then. Now Arbon with a nifty spin move on the left side. 24 points for Arbon.
He's the best player I've seen today. He's just having a great game. You can see some frustration coming into the Union players now. Charging foul called on Gage Roberts.
Now, honestly, I thought this would be a good game. I am surprised at the disparity, and that just happens sometimes. Like the San Juan Delta game, I thought that would be a close game because I've seen San Juan play several times, and San Juan just struggled in for a half. And this is a good Union team, but they're struggling right now.
Sometimes the matchup's just tough, too.
Yeah, I agree with that. You're spot on, Les. Top of the arch, Grantsville with it.
Union switched to man-to-man defense first time all night.
And I think that's a good move. They got nothing to lose. And now the ball is thrown and a foul will be called.
Looked like Reed Price.
And Reed did not have a foul in the last minute. He's picked up 2 quick ones. And Grantsville inbound it with a 20-point lead. And now they'll call a blocking foul. They could have called an arm push on that. Have to look at that better. Sometimes angles, the official had a better angle.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a forearm push in there.
And Burchill.
Not much going right for Union right now.
No, and some of it's just breaks, the timing of the breaks. And Grantsville getting set to inbound it. Arbonne with 24 points. And he'll be thrown out of bounds with 1:25 to go in the third quarter here. Jonathan Parker with 13 points, however, 11 of them were in the first half. Wanting to get heated up here for the Cougars. Top of the arch, 3-point shot by Owen is up and good. Owen with 10 points, 3 3-pointers.
Caden's their tallest player, but it looks like he's their best 3-point shooter too.
He's made 3 of them. Now taken away. Credit the pressure there to Burchill. Can Union do something with it? And it's up, no good by Price. And Grantsville comes down with it with 51 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Again, not much going right for Union. Get a breakaway layup and then lose control of the ball and get nothing out of it.
And now another takeaway there by Reed Price, and Price is fouled. Price with 2 points here in this quarter. This game's getting chippy.
It's getting chippy. They've done a good job of stealing that pass quite a few times tonight from Grantsville.
And how many times have we seen Union come up with it but unable to finish? That's
Again,
happened several times.
They're only shooting at about a 30% clip from the field.
Reed Price has 2 points. Field goal that was made in this quarter, and the foul shot rims in and out, no good.
One thing too though, they're not getting any easy shots. Grantsville's contesting every shot, even the layups.
8 for 21 Union is from the foul line. Clearly the difference in being in this game. Now 9 for 22 as Price makes the second one. He has 3 points. And a foul in the backcourt on Price. And Price did not have a foul in the last 2.5 minutes. He's picked up 3 quick fouls.
I think some frustration setting in.
Oh, no question.
Officials doing a good job down here, letting him know nice and calm what he did and why he got the foul called.
Yes, and I agree with you. Very nice communication there, just talking with him. Foul shots up and no good there by Ryan Potter. Ryan has 5 points. All of them were in the first half. Now shot on the right sides. Up, no good by Parker. Shot on the baseline's no good, but there'll be a foul. I'll tell you what, this has turned into a foul fest. The last few minutes were not in a double bonus, but there were hardly any fouls, and now it's been very physical, and it's because it's gotten so chippy.
Yeah, I didn't think at the midway third quarter we'd get into the bonus, but now every time down the court, somebody's on the ground.
Burchill makes it. 10 for 23 now.
Officials are still doing a great job, even though it's getting physical.
Yeah, I don't know how else you can handle it. That's what you do. And both of them are good.
Breathing a little life, trying to cut this lead down going into the fourth quarter. Down to 14.
And that, you know, that does put it down. Then now they want a push off there. Grantsville with the lead that's been as high as 20. Now a turnover. They can cut it to 12.
Again, chance at a layup, and they just can't complete the layups, can't finish.
And who's in the way there? Almond Bartley. Great hustle to get down and cause problems. Union quickly, out of bounds, 3-point shot is up and good!
Wow.
13 points for Caden Owen. He has 4 3-pointers.
Another turnover.
And another foul. And it looked to me like Gage Roberts wanted to go after him. I don't know if you noticed that, but he gave him a second look.
It is definitely chippy down there right now.
And there's 1/10 of a second. The 20-point lead is down to 11. A chance to cut it to 9 here. As Union has caught fire.
Grantsville's gotten a little bit lazy with their passes, and they're turning the ball over. They're not even getting shots the last 3 or 4 times down the court.
Gage Roberts now makes the foul shot. And the second one. 13 out of 26. And that ends the third quarter. Those who thought it might be over, it's not. 50-41. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
At Emory Telecom, we work hard to give our community the best value in TV, internet, and phone. But the big network conglomerates we have to pay for TV content don't share our community values. They rig the game in Washington and monopolize the market. Every year, they demand higher and higher fees and force us to pay for channels few people watch. We hope you'll understand. We're doing our best to fight these fees and keep your rates low.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
All right, welcome back here. Les Hamilton, Rick Robinson with a quarter to go. And Union on a roll. They were down by 20. They've scored 11 unanswered here to cut the lead down to 9 and to have the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And it's been turnovers, Les.
That's it. Grantsville's gotten careless with the ball last couple times down the court.
And now at the foul line, shot is up and no good by Owen. Owen's made 4 3-pointers in this game. Had a good look right in the center of the lane, but couldn't make it.
Grantsville last time down the court moved Brady Arbin.
And the shot's up and good by Ryan Parter.
Nice left-hand layup. Got a little bit of contact and finished.
7 points by Potter. And that ends an 11-0 run. Foul shot's up and good. And Grantsville here in the second half is 5 out of 6 from the foul line. And they were 4 out of 5 in the first half, so they continue to shoot well from the foul line. Now underhand scoop shot, just wouldn't go by Parker. Yes, 13 of Union's points, but just couldn't get it to go.
How many missed layups we've seen tonight from Union?
Been many. And that's something you don't keep in the stats. Now the floater through the lanes, up and good, and it counts. As Kevin Roberts now with 10 points. I'll tell you what, neither one of these teams will be an easy out down the tournament. These are both hard-playing teams. Grantsville's really looked good tonight.
They've played real well.
Enjoying a 15-point lead right now.
Union had down 9 with the ball coming out into the fourth quarter.
But it's been 6 quick points. Shots up and no good by Grantsville has picked up the lead after Union was on an 11-0 run. Back, shot is off the rim, no good. Brought down by Union. Quickly. On the left side, it's taken away by Grantsville.
Hammond Bartley getting in the passing lane.
Bartley just is so quick and smooth. His game is really smooth.
For a sophomore, I'll tell you, pretty impressive.
Now, an easy over the back foul will be called on Parker. That's only his second foul, but what it does is put Arbonne with 24 points at the foul line at a team that's made 6 out of 7 foul shots here in the second half, and now 7 out of 8. Arbonne is 25 points, 3 for 3 at the foul line. Has a 3-point.
2 3-point baskets.
Yeah, 3 3-point baskets.
3.
Yep.
Great all-around player, 6'4", 230 pounds, athletic.
This is that foul
player.
shot. Now through the lane and getting up. That's a Donovan Mitchell type shot. Oh, Birchill.
Wow, circus layup shot.
And 4 points by Chase Birchill.
A lot of body control to get that to go down.
And now an offensive foul will be called away from the ball in Arbonne. All these fouls away from the ball that have gone against Union, and now this one goes against Grantsville, and Grantsville doesn't like it.
Not at all. I didn't see it. I'll have to see on the replay what happened there. Arbin was saying he just ran into me. Well, when you're 6'4" and 230.
Well, the official was showing that you put your forearm up. Again, you and I, it was away from the ball.
You barely bump into that guy, and he's going to knock you over.
Now dribble drive down, and the pass is deflected out of bounds by Grantsville. Micah Iverson, appreciate his great camera work tonight. Nate Palmer with his production work. He's been here for all the games. Terrific guy to work with. Brad James doing stats for us. And there'll be a travel called. Les Hamilton, want to thank him for being with us tonight. Here on Centricom, also ETV 10, bringing you this live stream. Now, drive through the lane is blocked. A nice job there by Owen, not getting a foul, blocking the ball. Union quickly down, the shot's up.
Blocking foul.
And there'll be a more
Kevin
foul
Roberts
shots.
on the foul.
And,
we got Reed Price going to the foul line.
and Reed at the foul line. How many points? I got Reed with 3 points. He's made 1 out of 3 at the foul line. I have him with. Makes that one. 4 points. Grantsville now 14 out of 27. First time tonight they've been above 500 on the foul line. But they've started to make a few more here in the second half. And second one's good. 12-point game. Still plenty of time for Union.
Union's gone to a full court man-to-man press, trying to create some turnovers.
Top of the arch. Potter didn't want to shoot it. Dribbles down. The ball's on the court. And it's going to be thrown down to Owen. Owen of Union quickly over. The lay's up and no good, but a foul. As Nathan Foote, I believe, will get foul shots.
And he's down, but he took a hard shot on the foul, slid into the bleachers.
That's the one thing I will say about this gym. It's very, very nice, but we've seen players who are playing so hard, they slide into those bleachers.
You know, Grantsville, they're contesting every shot tonight, whether it's a three-point or a layup. Some will say that, you know, those are hard fouls, but they're just playing aggressive.
And Nathan Foote will not shoot the foul shot. Gage Roberts will come in and shoot for him. That's just really too bad. Made a nice play. And nothing dirty there. Just slid into the bench. And for Grantsville, number 10, Coy Johnson will re-enter the ballgame. Gage Roberts at the foul line, and it's up and good. Gage now with 5 points, and I have Union 15 out of 28 now from the foul line. And 16 out of 29.
Cut that lead to 10. 5 minutes to go.
Still plenty of time. And the ball's going to be taken away. No, it's out of bounds. He'll be in for Grantsville.
Union's playing hard. Reed Price came in off the bench, has really picked up the intensity on the defense.
Well, they're playing like they know that this is their season. Now the ball's thrown down court. Can Grantsville save it? Yes, Brady Arbon does. Gives in. The shot through the lane is blocked by Owen. Brought down by the Cougars. And there'll be a foul, a charge.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and the Union fans are not going to like that.
Offensive foul called on Jonathan Parker. Said he pushed off going down the sideline.
And I tell you, we will not be able to gauge that from our angle. And we don't have to because we're not officiating it. Have to look at that.
A lot of contact.
You can see on the replay now, underneath the shot is blocked. And Jonathan Parker comes down with it. And the pass is deflected from behind by who else? Arbon. And now a foul in the backcourt. We called on Birchill. And I'll tell you what, you got to like Potter. He bounced that ball hard on the court. And some very ticky officials could call technical.
He needs to be real careful here. It is getting chippy. It is getting physical. We got a 10-point game.
We saw in the Manti game, one of the players clapped in the face of another player, and they didn't waste any time. They called a technical.
No, they gave him a taunting. They gave him a technical. The other team got 2 points and the ball out of bounds. So you got to keep your head here.
Foul shots up and no good by Potter.
Keep your composure.
Potter here with 9 points in the game for Grantsville. And second one is good. Tell you what, Grantsville has missed a few foul shots, but they've never missed 2 in a row. They have been pretty steady on the foul line.
Well-coached team, you can tell. They go through their routine and they're really smooth on their foul shots.
Now, underneath, give to Price, and Price puts it in. He now has 7 points.
Chase Birchall with a really nice assist on that.
Back to a 9-point lead. Arbon with it. He reverses it. It goes in. He's fouled. 27 points. You can watch this on the replay here.
Nice up and under move. Using the basket to protect him. Flips it up with the right hand with the contact. He's quite a player.
Oh, he's the difference maker in this game. And the foul shot's up and good. Union now, Grantsville 5 out of 7 in the fourth quarter from the foul line. Turnaround shot is blocked by Arbon. Now Parker along the baseline. His shot's blocked.
Arvin again.
Taken away by Union. 3 points on the left side's up and off the side of the rim. Birchill couldn't get a goal. The ball's down on the court, and there'll be a foul. A diving after the ball. I tell you what, you gotta love the energy in this game.
Looks like Ryan Potter's a little injured here. Someone dove into his knee.
Well, I think we're gonna see a replay here.
They always say in football, never stand around the pile. This is a good example of it. Ball's on the ground,
now,
one guy's standing, another guy's diving.
Now, why would you give us a football?
That's what I thought of.
Yeah, I know.
Ball's on the ground, guys are diving. You got one guy standing, got other guys diving. The guy that was standing got hit in the knee.
Les, I love it. I've had way fun. What a great analogy. And at the foul line, Ryan Potter.
Again, Arbin, boy, 2 blocked shots on the end, down on that end on defense.
The foul shot's up, and he made that, didn't he? Yep.
Yep, foul shot's good. To think the Grantsville coaches weren't sure if he was going to be able to play because of his knee.
4 out of 6 from the foul line. And he has 11 points, trying to get his 12th, and he does. He looked pretty smooth there.
Yeah, he's going to come out of the game, though. He's banged up a little bit.
Yeah, he's limping.
Ammon Bartley came back in for him. Nice to have him as a substitute.
It's funny you'd say that. I was thinking the same thing. He's a nice player too. Now shot, top of the arches, just wouldn't go for Parker. And it's going to be saved in by Grantsville, and there'll be a reach-in foul. And everything we have happen here will be 2 shots.
About halfway through the third quarter, I thought, no way we'll make the double bonus. And then a flurry of fouls.
Well, I'm like you. I didn't think that would happen. And we've been in the double bonus for a little bit of time.
Yeah. By the way, Grantsville that last time, first time all night, showed a 2-3 zone.
Foul shots up and no good by Sandberg. Sandberg has 7 points, has not scored yet here in the fourth quarter. Had 5 in the first half, 2 points in the third quarter. And now he makes the foul shot.
Seems like every time Union gets within 10, Grantsville goes on a little run.
3-point shot on the left side's off and no good. Owen, who's made 4 of them, you kind of like him shooting them. And it will be foul shots for the Cougars. Chase Burchill there.
Chase Burchill to the line.
And Bartley gets his 4th foul. Burchill makes the foul shot. And now Union 5 for 5 here in the fourth quarter for the foul line. 17 out of 30.
Ty Gilman checking into the game for Union, hopefully to give him a little spark. Offensive rebound right off the bat.
And more foul shots.
Good substitution by the coach, puts him in, gets an offensive rebound right off the bat.
Union has already shot 31 foul shots. And they're going to shoot 2 more here. And a foul shot's no good by Gilman. And honestly, Gilman has just struggled. He's 2 out of 13 from the foul line. It's definitely in his head. He bounces all the way. Everything's close. That one not as close. 2 out of 14 from the foul line.
Full court pressure by Union.
Arbon behind the back a couple times. Almost lost control of it. And then he does throw it away, trying to be a little fancy there. And you gotta look at Coach Detweiler. He took his coat off and threw it on the bench. You gotta love it.
Well, you got your center dribbling the ball down the court and then turning it over. Probably not what you want as a coach. He's still chirping. He's smart though. He walked all the way down to the far end so nobody could hear him.
Baseline jumpers up and good by Jonathan Parker. 15 points.
Grantsville's letting the guard bring it up this time.
And 2:48 to go in the ball game. If you're Grantsville, you're in no hurry to get the ball up.
Union's got a nice turnover.
And it's Price with it, and there'll be a foul called, and Union's going to shoot more foul shots. Union has already shot 32 foul shots. No, or 33.
Union's coach doing a good job. He's mixed it up now, going man to man, and he's been able to create some turnovers. They just haven't been able to finish on the layups.
And the foul shot's up and good this time by Parker.
Could cut this
No,
down
that
to
was
10.
Price. And 18 out of 34. 18 out of 35. You know, and normally I don't focus so much on foul shots, but you know, when you're shooting 35 foul shots in a game, it's a storyline in the game.
Surprisingly, nobody's fouled out for Grantsville.
Now, left-handed shot is up, no good. I don't know how they didn't call a foul there on the rebound. Quickly back the other way, and there will be a foul.
Yeah, but sadly, Ty Gilman, who struggled from the foul lines, going back for 2 more.
Yeah, and Ty's 2 out of 14 from the foul line. And foul out of the ball game will be Brady.
Arvin.
No, let's see.
It was Brady Arvin that last foul. I don't know. It says only 3 fouls, so. Union's doing a good job mixing up their defense, getting turnovers late in this game. They're just not finishing.
Find out from Brad how many foul shots they've shot.
15.
58 foul shots combined. How many has Union shot? 37.
That's a lot of foul shots.
And there's been so many of them, I can't guarantee I'm right on them. That's why we got the expert, Brad James, next to us. Les Hamilton, Rick Robinson. Hope you're enjoying this one tonight. With Micah Iverson on the camera and Nate Palmer doing our production. Of course, we've got Brad James getting the stats, and we'll be at it again next week down at Dixie College. Yeah, a lot of work. You see all the work that they do to get this set up for you. And right now, Grantsville really in control with 2 minutes to go and a 64-23 lead in a game that's had 58 foul shots taken. How many do you say Union has shot? 38?
38.
So this will be 40 after this. And the foul shot's up, but no good. And 2 out of 15, Gilman is. I don't know in a long time that I've seen one player shoot 16 foul shots. And that one's good. I mean, you really got to root for Gilman.
Yeah, we're rooting for him. We want those to go down for him. I know it's in your head.
I don't know that I've seen a kid shoot 16 foul shots, and to make it worse, one of your rough nights foul shooting.
Yeah.
But that being said, he's played a hard, nice game. Grantsville with a 10-point lead in the ball. Go ahead, Les.
Oh, I was just going to say, Ty's senior tonight, and he's hoping for a miracle. They've 10 points in a minute 52.
Now, reverse shot under the basket. It's not there. It's saved by Union, knocked out of bounds by Grantsville. So Union will have the ball coming back into the ball game. Will be Amon Bartley for the Cowboys. And the Cougars with the basketball here. 3A basketball, minute 46 to go. The final game of the 8 played today here at Wasatch High School. Spin in the lane, the shot's up and good by Jonathan Parker. And Parker now with 17 points. Grantsville with an 8-point lead. Still plenty of time here. And then Grantsville throws it away. I'll tell you what, the one thing that Grantsville has done tonight is they have a massive turnovers. And that's allowed Union back into this game.
That's right, they got a chance to cut it to 6 here.
Dribble drive, top of the arch on the left side. Owen at the foul line, shots up, and it wouldn't go, but the rebound underneath, they're gonna call a push on Price. And I'll tell you what, it's definitely a lively contest.
There's not a lot of talking going on, but they're playing really physical.
And we are in the 60 some odd foul shots, I think 62 now. Unless you can't check and see how long this game's been, because
I've been here since 7:30 this morning, so.
Foul shots up and no good. That is a long time. Plus yesterday, as a foul shot's no good.
It's been a great 2 days of high school basketball.
The one thing I will say, there is differential on the girls' side of things. Foul shot is good. The second one by Sandberg. Not as much parity in girls 3A basketball.
Yeah, we saw a lot more blowouts yesterday.
Shots up, no good, tipped up, and a fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and we're going to see in for Union. Under a minute to go here. Last game of the day, Union gets an inbounds. 3-point shot by Owen, and it's short. And Amon Bartley with the ball for the Cowboys.
Union's got to think about fouling here.
Quickly underneath, it's laid up and in. by Brady Arbon. He has 28 points. And now Grantsville just minutes away. Timeout will be taken by the Cowboys. Grantsville, 11-point lead, 23 seconds to go. And they appear to finally have salted this game away. And
Union's probably looking in here to foul as soon as the ball comes in, try and lengthen the game somehow. Hoping that Grantsville will miss the foul shots and give them a couple chances. I'm a little surprised they haven't tried to hit some three-point baskets down the last couple times.
You are optimistic here. I'm saying with 23 seconds to go, I really like Grantsville's chances up by 11.
I do too, but nothing's impossible. You know, I had a football game a few years ago. We had 49 seconds left in the game, down by 5 points, and we went down and scored with 8 seconds left to win. So,
well, I did go down to Jim McMahon in the Miracle Bowl.
Yep.
And I did stay to the very end. I was one of the few fans still in the stadium, and so I have seen miracles, but I don't know in this game. 11 down with 23 seconds to go.
Well, for these seniors at Union, they're really hoping for a miracle here, but it doesn't look like they're going to try and foul.
And Grantsville now with 16 seconds. And now there'll be a foul. 60, I think we're at 64 fouls.
Always sad for your seniors.
It is, you know, it is tough, you know. You lose today, you're done. There's 8 teams that came in here today, and I'll tell you, one of the good teams, North Sanpete, that was a good team that didn't even come here.
Yeah,
they are very competitive in Region 15.
You know, for these seniors, most of them grown up playing junior jazz, and tonight's their last competitive game for most of them.
And foul shots up and no good by Ryan Potter.
Last time these guys will represent their school and communities.
And Ryan with 11 points trying to get to 12.
The nice thing is they'll be able to come back as alumni and support their schools and their towns and their team. It's fun to watch all the old timers coming to watch the game, knowing they were a few years ago. Oh, what a shot.
3-point shot by Jonathan Parker. Give him, how many points? We'll give Jonathan Parker, I got him with 20, and that's what they have. Time out on the court. Did you graduate from a Utah high school then?
I didn't. I grew up in Northern California, but I grew up in a rural community, rural town.
And then came to Snow College.
Came to Snow College and met a Utah girl from Orem.
Really?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I love Snow College. I have nothing but good things to say about Snow.
It's a special place for us. My wife's family are original settlers of Manti, and we were married in Manti, so we've got a lot of ties down there, and we love it.
Those who just joined us, this is Les Hamilton. My name is Rick Robinson. Hope you've enjoyed our interpretation of our game tonight. Of course, generally, if you're on the winning side, you like it better than the losing side, but really, we have no bone with either team. We just try and bring it to you.
Well, Union tonight played with a lot of heart. They got a lot of turnovers. They just didn't finish around the basket.
And that, to me, that and the number of foul shots they missed, is they missed at least 16 foul shots.
And you're at a 9-point game.
And you don't expect that you're going to make all of them, but certainly I think they'll be around 50%. In the backcourt, they're going to let it run out. And the final score will be 68 to 59. We'll just quickly get Brad's stats. We'll read those and then we'll end it here. While we're waiting for Brad James' stats, we'll just talk about the games. That sets up at 9:30 a.m. at Dixie. Next Thursday, Grand will take on Grantsville. At 11:10, it will be Morgan taking on Manti. At 12:30, it's South Summit taking on Delta. And at 2:30, it's South Sevier Juab. And I do have a girls bracket here. Let me pull that up.
And you know, all 4 of those games, anybody can win those.
Well, I think it's an open tournament. You certainly would